It is time once again for our monthly update of our 50x crypto portfolio. And this last month has made a big difference. The Bitcoin and Ethereum gains are really pushing the entire crypto market higher. And we have a pretty special announcement today. We're adding a new coin to the portfolio. So what do the numbers say? How did we do? And what great altcoin project are we adding? Welcome to the channel. My name is Matty and this is Altcoin Buzz. Best of luck as always if you choose to invest. Even though we're talking about portfolios and returns, just remember, I am not an official financial or investment advisor, and therefore, this is not official financial or investment advice. Go back and check out our original video if you've not already. You can check out the requirements and the rules that we're trying to follow. But in our last update, we had 6 out of 9 holdings, with stablecoins being the 10th holding in the red. So 2/3 of our assets, unfortunately, weren't doing that well. We were losing money. But if you remember, we were beating our benchmarks of Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is pretty important. And now, it seems like since the beginning of 2023, the crypto market suddenly decided that it's seen enough nonsense, and sentiment has been a lot better lately. From our purchases in late September to now, Bitcoin went from negative 17% to plus 14%, and Ethereum also had a pretty big swing from minus 12% to plus 18%. And as for us, how did we do? We are definitely doing way better now. We went from down 11% to now up 12.5%. This is a pretty epic comeback. Now here's where the worst part comes in. Last time we were doing better than our benchmarks of BTC and ETH, but now BTC and ETH are actually beating us. Not by a lot, but they are winning. So we're going to break down exactly how this happened and our newest buy in just a second. As I mentioned, we're adding something to the portfolio. But let me ask you guys, are you longer term holders? Are you recovering in this market as well? Are you seeing the uptick? Are you happy about that? If so, what have you been holding patiently all this time? Let us know in the comments. And whatever you've been holding, congratulate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back because you've made it through a very, very difficult rough patch in the market. And that patience will pay off even more in the long term. Okay, let's start by examining our holdings one by one here. So the good news is that we have more profitable positions than we had last month. Let's take a look here, beginning with the losers. We had 4 assets in the loss column this month. Of them, the biggest down by percentage is Kujira. That was down as much as 55%. It's now sitting at 76 cents. And unfortunately, it's also our biggest dollar loss at $132 down. Yet not only are we still high on Kujira, but really no fundamentals have changed, except some improvements actually. So the only difference is price right now on a fundamentally superior project than what we invested in originally. So we are holders of this excellent DeFi protocol, which is on Cosmos, of course. After Kujira, our next biggest loss by percentage was Fuse, down 11.55%. Fuse is one of our small caps, and that equated to a loss of $37. But that's not all that bad. We remain confident in Fuse and their mission, so we're holding on to this one as well. Nothing more to report here. We have a couple of other negative assets as well. One was very minor in the form of Polkadot. That was down just a partial fraction of a percent, down $1.75. No big deal at all. And then there was also the Graph, GRT. That was down nearly 6%, so we lost nearly $49 with that position. They're down a little bit since we bought them in late September, but they're still holding up well in what are some very difficult market conditions. So we're still comfortable with these assets. All right, let's talk about the winners here. So on the upside of things, we're starting with one of our favorites, Polygon. They're crushing it. They're up nearly 59%. That's nearly $700. It's no secret why we've been covering Polygon quite a bit. Go back and check out all this coverage, all our videos if you've not already. But in a nutshell, it really seems like every Web2 company wanting to get into crypto is partnering with Polygon. And for many of us at Altcoin Buzz, Polygon, ticker MATIC, is what we use instead of ETH. It just works, it's functional, it rocks. Now, we allocated quite a bit of dollars to Polygon, so therefore it is up the most in terms of dollars. But as far as percentage movement upward, the winner here is none other than Lukso, ticker LYXE. Lukso for us is up 88%. So that corresponds to $273 this month. This is one of our favorite small cap gems. They really just seem to be doing everything right at the moment. And thanks to our phenomenal research team here over at Altcoin Buzz, we were able to get on top of this gem early. And then each up approximately 15%, we have Bitcoin and BNB, with BNB holding steady, more or less, and Bitcoin making a big move from negative to positive in the last 4 weeks. We are very much holding on to our belief that we have a 50x growth potential here in these selections while maintaining a lower risk than the broader market with these positions. Like I said, it's a little disappointing to be trailing our benchmarks, i.e. Bitcoin and Ethereum, but they are concentrated in one holding while we have 10 to help us spread out the risk. But that's okay. This is how solid portfolio management works. I talked about that new addition that we've added to the portfolio here and a little bit of pretext because nobody knows what the future holds in terms of the crypto market, but we do think the worst of this bear market, the very worst of it at least, is over for now. It may continue for a while, for months or longer, but I think we've seen the depths personally of this crypto winter, of this FUD. And so that means that right now we are ready to deploy some new money. And we have 10% or $1,000 of our portfolio in stablecoins. We're going to put some of that money to work right now. And we are super excited to announce that we are hitting up one of our favorite trends for 2023. That is interoperability. As such, we are buying Moonbeam, ticker Glimmer, GLMR. They have the most advanced ecosystem for cross-chain smart contracts in all of cryptocurrency. And they're on Polkadot. Meaning, of course, interoperability is going to be a major priority for them. Smart contracts already work on DOT and Ethereum's EVM, and Moonbeam isn't the only DOT project in this space, but they are the biggest, and they're the furthest along in terms of their development. So we're going to take half of our stablecoins, or $500, and buy GLMR with it, and then add that to our portfolio. We're buying at today's price, as it stands right now, as I record, that is 47 cents. So that means we're buying a little over 1,000 Glimmer. Now, I know, and you know, that it is never good to fall in love with any one particular investment, any one asset, but we are excited to get Glimmer at this price. And we believe that if you think the future is multi-chain, then you also may want to bet on projects like Moonbeam. And there it is, guys. That's our news. The portfolio is doing well. And now we also have one of our top cross-chain smart contract picks, Moonbeam, in the mix as well. How is your portfolio performing? What's in it? What are we missing? What would you like to see us cover in the future? Let us know, guys. Of course, we're going to be updating this portfolio and revisiting this topic with your feedback.